What's good, YouTube? What's good? It's Ed. Dude, if I got some news for you, I don't even know if you can handle the kind of news that I've got. But you know what? I figure, look, you're all adults. You can handle it. If you're not an adult, however, then you can't handle it and get the fuck out. Because we're going to be talking some grown up shit today, bro. Not going to lie. Let's, now that we're good to go and live and whatnot, let's jump up in here and get started. And let me tell you what is going on. All of this is only happening in the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, somewhere in there. I had proclaimed at some point during the last stream that my supplies were getting to the point where I had to start thinking about ordering again. The thing is oh, and let me tell you what I did offline. I went to the frost caves and got this armor so that I could be fire resistant when I face Yaggy. It's fully uploaded and upgraded. And I still got like 80 pieces left of that Fenris fur. Just looking for frost, going through all the frost caves, trying to find the fishing. And I found the fishing. So now I wanted to come back on camera and get my fishing rod, which I don't even need because there's another fishing rod that's there already. So I'll just take the one that's already there. And then I need this cold fishing bait to pick up those fishy fish that are there. And then it says that we need Drake trophies, and I don't have any more. I don't know what I did with them all. There's probably one at the... That's at storage right now. But I probably got one at Plains. And I found a frost cave that has the fish in it. So we're going to go fishing. But I think I have a Drake trophy here. Okay, this is all running, and this is all still coming in. I don't want to stick around here too long. You get a speed bonus with this too, so... But I wanted to check for Drake trophies. Ah! Oh, how did I get so heavy? Yeah, I know, but I don't have a cursor here. But according to this, I do have a cursor here. And I can move it here. There it is. That's foul as shit, son. $4.50. this stuff. Okay, this is gonna suck, bro. How are we gonna fit this thing? Okay. That's scrap. And that's regular. And that's scrap. And that's regular. Scrap. It's like there's something underneath it here, yeah. No way to fix that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50. That's all of it processed. And here's more to go. Let's see what our numbers are. Okay, so we need to yeah, I can't plant that. I don't have enough. Okay, so anyway, getting low on supplies, right? And Labor Day is the next holiday coming up, but that's in September. And I'm about 3 weeks away from running out. So I'm in a tough spot here because 3 weeks only puts me, approaching August, or I guess at this point now it is August, but back then it was, this was still not 4th of July yet, which was the holiday. So I wanted to, and I figured that I'm not going to get another holiday until at least Labor Day. Unless there's some other kind of effing holiday that I wasn't thinking of. So, I'm in a tough spot, so I go ahead and at least take a look to humor these sales, because you never know, right? Maybe there's maybe there's just a sale or something going on that's just too, or it's just so out of the realm of a good deal that you have to jump on it. It's possible, right? I mean, it is possible, isn't it? I say it is possible. Okay, I want to take some money. Okay, these rubies are the real fucking money makers. I'll have to remember that on the next go. 5, 10, and 20. So ditch the ditch the amber for the rubies if I can. Okay, we'll cash that out and buy bait with it. Let's go to the trader and buy some bait. Oh, we still didn't find the Drake trophy though. Yeah, I came here to buy bait, so plenty of bait. And we'll put it away. This can probably be converted into stone. I'll try. That's a nice set of silver. Am I converting you into stone, bitch? Trophies. I want to go to storage with that stuff. And I understand that's a fishing rod, but we're going to go pick up a fishing... No. Yeah, we're going to pick up a fishing rod there at the cave. But we need a Drake trophy still, and we need to go to storage to drop some of this shit off. And we need to go back to the plains and we need to eat. And I think we need more turnips going. Well, we've got turnips. We need some meats. $12 and 3 is 36. Even though it looks like it comes out to 13. Okay. Storage. We're dropping off food. Go back to the plains. And I've got to finish telling my story. Plains. What's it called? Let's get this Drake trophy first. There it is. Looks like all there is for the I guess I can't really see it. Feed the machines. I think we'll stop at this one though. And then see where we are after we make food. Only because the Mistlands food is going to be easier to make than having to go through all of this again. and it's better. So let's go ahead and create a batch of bait and go fishing at our. What's it called? It's called snowfish. There it is. Oops, I didn't return the. What you call it? Back to 2. Repair. Return. We'll go through. We'll get the fishing rod here. I already killed the, there were 2 snow golems down here guarding this thing. Imagine my disappointment when I get down here and I discover this whole thing is frozen. Oh, I didn't know I'd get bait. Okay. So anyway, I kept exploring this. And there happens to be an actual okay, where is everybody? Oh, there's more. Yeah, man, it sucks. Especially when you find out that the actual fishing cave is at the top of this thing. Just in the other direction. There it is. Dude, am I missing something? Can't see shit, but it's not taking the bait. See, that implies that it's now, why would you not take the bait? And that is Frosty. Is Frosty not the right kind? I'm going to say that Frosty is the the upper north. So it makes me wonder what in the We'll kill Yagluth in a few minutes. Turnips. There's a little something. And here's a little something. Onions. Onions. Okay, so anyway, let me take this time to tell you about my experience here. We'll go to the trader so we don't have to worry about an event taking over or anything. And then I'll tell you why I have to go. Alright, bro. Are you listening? Here we go. So I was stuck between a rock and a hard place because I got about 3 weeks left of stuff. And this is, I'm talking like a week ago, so I was gonna be stretching it out to make it to August with what I had on hand, at June 30th, let's say, right? It's this is when I'm at this point, and I realize that, with July 4th coming up, that's going to be a sale on the websites, and that there won't be another sale for about let's call it 8 weeks at this point, right? Because it's going to be all of July and it's going to be all of August, because there aren't any holidays after 4th of July. Not that I was thinking of at the time, or that would warrant a sale of any kind. So I checked the sites, and I'm not stressing because I still got 3 weeks worth of stuff left. If I don't hit a sale, I don't hit a sale. I found places where even the ones that don't have sales are still going to get, I'm still going to be able to get me through until I do find a sale. I'd be able to pick me up a sample until I get to, the next sale. So I wasn't stressing at all, but I wanted to see what these places were offering. And a lot of the sites, 99.99% of the sites, everything really is, I'm going in as a guest, basically, right? I don't, I'm not signing up for your shit. I'm not doing none of that. I'll make at least a username or something so that you can keep track of what I've done if there's a reward system, which I do that. That's absolutely true. But it doesn't go beyond that. Except for this one site. This one site requires that you selfie with your driver's license to verify your age. They want it all to be on the up and up. And mostly the main reason is because it's tied to celebrities and things along this line, right? It's tied to people that if there was a scandal or anything were to happen or something bad were to go on, it would hurt a lot of people reputation-wise and maybe even beyond, right? Through their financials, whatever. So everything's they want to be very discreet. They're not going to just sell to anyone either. If you don't have access, if you're not a member or whatever, then you don't get anything. They won't even let you see the product list. I don't think. I don't know how it is now. But back then, when I signed up for this, which was about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, this is back when I was still just discovering what hemp was and, whatnot. So anyway, I'm rambling a bit, but I'm going to explain everything, bro. You're going to love this. So anyway, I'm searching my sites to see what's going on. And yeah, they're all advertising that they're ramping up for a 4th of July sale. I even had a site or two that I have that I'm signed up with their I provided an email address so that I can get the exclusives and the hey, we're going to drop a new strain here, or here's a coupon, use this promo code. So I got one of those things going up. That's not filling out anything. That's just giving an email address. I do that all the time. But so anyway, I go to those sites that I normally go to, and you don't have to sign up for anything. You just go in as a guest, which I do. So like when I go in, I'm guest number 872, but it keeps track of what guest 872 has purchased. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm putting anything to paper. This other site, though, is a members only type of site, and it's like I said, it's celebrities, it's things like this. So I don't know if they say no, but they make you do so many things that some people were just going to say fuck it, and the answer is no. Right? I'm not doing all that because that's what I would do. The only reason I'm not is because not only did I do my own research on the thing, but someone that I trusted went there through it and took the risk before I did, and it was so effing successful that I did it myself. But and it became a whole experience, but I'll tell you all about that too. So anyway, what had happened is oh, hold up. So I start going on these sites, and yeah, sure enough, I get a couple of emails from some sites that say, look, man, we're getting ready to do our 4th of July sale. It's not here yet, but it's coming, and we're going to be dropping some strains, and we're going to be, we just want to invite you to let you know that this is when we're doing it. So to be ready, be prepared, and, this way you'll perhaps get first dibs by us letting you know when it's all going to happen. Because they're not advertising it otherwise. I went on their sites to look. And some of the other sites I go to, are saying that, they're already starting their pre-4th of July sale all the way up to 4th of July. And they had some sales, but it was nothing more or less spectacular than the sales that they have during any of the other holidays. And their products are good, so at least I knew that there was something there, but it wasn't enough to really, it wasn't enough for me to do my other plan, which was to just get a sample or two to get me through until I, get the next sale that has what I want. So anyway, I'm going and I'm checking all these places out, but then I get an email from the place that I'm actually signed up for as a member that I had to jump through all these hoops for. And I had kind of let them go, not always, but kind of let them go at the wayside for 3 distinct reasons. One reason that they went to the wayside was because I heard third-party other people. Here, let me phrase it a different way. There were mixed reviews considering various sources that I have, not at the time, but have come to trust. I have gotten mixed reviews. So that was one indication. The second indication was my own personal experience with it. And third was their site, their website. And what it ended up being the case, and then I just heard from them, through the email out of the blue with, announcing that they were going to be that they're back, because part of the website thing was that they were kind of not there. Well, they were, but they didn't have any product, and there was nothing that you could buy from them. You know what I mean? It was like that. And they would have messages every so often talking about they were doing maintenance on the website. So I had kind of given up on them. My own personal that was the website part of it. My own personal experience was that I had ordered from them, because mixed reviews I usually don't do. It's got to be overwhelmingly positive for me to do it, right? And even then, I'll let someone know what it really is, because even if it's coming through overwhelmingly positive, for me, it's not overwhelmingly positive unless it actually is overwhelmingly positive. And I'm counting right now, in multiple, many decades, I'm counting on, I got 2 hands up, and I'm still trying to fill them all up with all the times that, that's happened. So there you go. Just as an idea. There might be some hyperbole to that, but it's close. That's the point. Is that it doesn't happen often. So anyway, I get the email out of the blue. Oh, my own personal experience. That's what I was talking about. So, mixed reviews. That was the first part, mixed reviews. I usually don't do anything with mixed reviews. It has to be overwhelmingly positive. So this was already a red flag going in. The reason that it changed was because someone that I know personally in the real world got something from them without me even mentioning it to them. They did it on their own. They had went through all these hoops and signed up and did all this shit, right? And they're the ones that even, kind of even mentioned it to me, because it's not like they advertise themselves. You know what I mean? And they want to keep themselves on the hush. I'm telling you it exists because you're going to figure that out anyway. But I'm not telling you who they are. That's for you to find out. Anyway, but with all these clues that I'm giving you, then maybe you'll be able to piece it together. Who knows? But I'm not explicitly mentioning them in any way. So anyway, this friend that in the real world that actually did all these hoops and introduces this to me, talking to me about, hey, this, and I'm like, well, what do you know? I've been researching this stuff for about, I don't know, half a week now, and I found, this is back then. I found like 8 or 10 sites, and I'm looking at them and stuff, and he goes, no, you gotta get into this one. And I was like, man, I ain't doing all that because jumping all these hoops and shit, that's fuck no. He goes, dude, it's worth it. He's telling me that his experience has been nothing but awesome. It's celebrity backed, so there's a lot of celebrities that are endorsing this that have their name tied to it, that if anything were to be bad or to go wrong, it could be bad for them. And that makes sense to me in a way, even if it's not true. In a way, it kind of registered. So, but then none of that mattered, because when he then, brought forth, demonstrated the product, I was like, okay, I'm sold. But let me jump through these hoops then, I guess. Only because I don't want to have to bother you every time to do this. So, despite the mixed reviews, I go ahead and see it on my own. And my own experience is that I took advantage of a great sale that they had. They don't always have sales, but when they do, they're great ones. And so as I'm becoming a member, because you got to be approved and all kinds of shit. You got to, you don't get to just, okay, I filled out the forms and sent in my selfie holding my ID and all this, all of these things. After doing all of that stuff, they still, make you wait in order for them to get back to you to say, yeah, okay, we approve this message and you can hereby now shop in our store. It's like that. And in the store then is when, and they don't really sell a lot of stuff there either. They sell, here, I'm going to tell you exactly what they sell. It's like 10 things. They sell 4 different gummies. They're all 40 counts. One of them is Delta 9. One of them is HHC. One of them is THCP, and the other one's THCO. No, excuse me. It's not THCO. It's Delta 8. Delta 8, Delta 9, HHC, THCP. 4 different kinds of gummies. The gummies are not a good value or a good deal. The gummies I get cheaper, and these gummies that this company has, they may be the bomb, because I'm about to tell you a story. But what I got is very satisfactory to me, and it is so much cheaper. Because the gummies I've never seen the gummies on sale. Just the flower. They sell flower. They sell, usually it's anywhere from 3 to 5. I've probably seen it up to 8. No, scratch that. When I first got there was probably about 12 strains that they had. Now it's down to 5. 4, 5. It's down to 5 now. It's down to, but it's been hovering, between. It was at 12 all the way up until after I made my purchase and received my product and stuff. After that happened, then that's when I started having the problems with the website as far as getting back in. As far as, or not getting back in, but getting more product, because they were always sold out of everything all the time. And when you would go in, the message would be that the website is under maintenance and to try back later. And when you did get through it, just everything was out of stock, all of it. Because this place used to sell edibles. Not the gummies like I'm talking about, like Rice Krispie treats and candy bars and shit like that. They used to cookies. They used to sell all that shit. But now they don't sell anything like that. They just sell the 4 gummies, right? So they sell the 4 gummies. They've got 5 flowers right now. They've got feminized THCA seeds as a 5-pack. They sell clones. And the way it's described, the way it looks and described, it's as if it's already kind of it's kind of already a plant in soil, already like freeze, or not freeze, but what is it, like compression, vacuum sealed. Yeah, vacuum sealed. A plant in soil vacuum sealed. They'll sell you that. They'll sell you seeds. So the clone, they call it a clone, the plant. Seeds, the 4 different types of gummies, the 5 different types of flour, Oh, they sell a nerd rope, which the way it describes it's that candy that you would wear around your wrist, wear around your neck or whatever. Well, this is the neck-sized one, and they were kind of like abacus beads, but around your neck. And then you break them off of the string that was around your neck, and then you just eat the candies. Well, that's kind of like what that is, the nerd rope. Yeah, let's see, what else do they have on there? I think that's it. That is, as far as I can remember right now, off the top of my head, that's all that they sell at the store. And anyway, the only thing that I care about is the flower. I could give a fuck about any of that other stuff. I'm not, I have a brown thumb. And it's not from being up my ass either, man. It's because everything around me dies. Except me. I'm alive, but everything else around me dies. And it's not that I'm killing it, it's just that I neglect. I only care about myself. And even then, it's not that I overtly care. Just got to get through to the next day. So, anyway, I'm looking at the different flowers that they... No, that's not how it went. Back then when I went and became a member and they allowed me to go in, they were selling all kinds of edibles like brownies and cookies and Rice Krispie treats. They had 12 different kinds of flour. They sold the concentrates. All the stuff, right, that I meant, the gummies, all of the stuff that I mentioned and more, right? They were like a full, comprehensive kind of place. And it just so happens that when I was granted permission to join, and I looked to see then what's offered in the store, which I had already seen how it's laid out before because my friend, had shown me how it's laid out in the store so that I could see, kind of what I was getting myself into. So then this is on my own. When I'm finally granted permission, I go in and I'm on it myself to look and see. And so they got all these things for sale, and they happen to be having a flash sale, which is, it's not all the time. It may only be, and it's not always this either. I'm just giving an example, but it may only be for an hour. It may only be, it's most likely going to be completely unannounced, even for members, because everybody's a member, right? Everybody is. But you just have to be on the site and ready to go when they happen to do this. And then this site has a big habit then of telling you after the fact when they did it, just to rub it in your face if you missed out, you know what I mean? And they call it their flash sale. Well, it just so happened that first time around back then, that when they granted me permission and I was on my own and I going to the site for the first time, that there happened to be a flash sale with their flour, which is generally where their flash sales and all come from. It's usually a product line, what is it called? It's usually every product on the site kind of thing, right? All, like everything everything in store, 30%, one of these kinds of deals, right? It's usually something like this. But most times, I don't know, it's 50-50, I guess. But flour is like 100% of the time, it seems to me anyway, because that's what I'm into, is involved in their sales. The other stuff, not so much. But I don't use the store for anything other than the flour. So anyway, that point is kind of insignificant. The point is that I go onto the site and they happen to have a flash sale going on right then and there. And it's one of those, act now because it's going to be over soon. They don't tell you when either on the site. There's no clock or countdown or nothing. It just said that like this is going to end. It's not even a big flashing sign either. It's more like you have to click on the product, and then the product gives you a layout of, the sizes that you want, and then that in turn reflects the price that it comes out to be. So if you were to select 1 gram, it would be $10. 3.5 grams, $30. Whatever the prices are, right? When you click on a product, it still doesn't say anything, and then you choose the size that you want. There is an option that's added to the drop box that wasn't there usually or always. That'll say something like flash sale. And then what the flash sale is. In this instance, it was two 28-gram ounce two 28-gram ounce bud for $1.99. And that usually by itself isn't that huge of a deal, because that's at some sites that I go to, that's their typical price generally, especially if you go for a quarter pound, $400. I think JK Distro does a $3.25 quarter pound. So there are some, and I'm not talking about shake or minis or nothing. I'm talking about, a quarter pound of fucking bud. What makes this so special though is that it's what they also do is they tell you what the bud is. Like in that case back then, it was 2 ounces for $1.99.95, but you select the flavor of the ounce off of their list of strains that they were trying to move, I guess, because that's why not all 12 of them were, you know what I mean? Because I went and checked all, I would check all 12. This is back then. Went and checked all 12, and like 4 of them were out of stock. Sorry. It's there. The flash sale's there, but it's not available for you to purchase. And the other 8 were available to purchase. So at the time, back then, because you had to get 2 in order to do it though, for $1.99.95, I think was the deal back then. And I ended up getting the Gelato 41, otherwise known as Mochi Gelato. Mochi! So I got the Mochi Gelato, or Gelato 41, whichever way you want to refer to it as. And the second one I got was, man, I'm blanking on the name right now. Come on, bro, what's the name? Oh, it was Purple Mountain Majesty, which was, the purple buds, because they just look so nice on the website. And I wanted to try. I never had a gelato, or if I did, I didn't know that I had a gelato bud before. And you hear, some of these strains are popular. You find when you're doing your research, you find out things. And the Mochi Gelato and the Purple Mountain Majesty had the big stats, and I'm talking like these stats were. I think the Mochi was coming in at 28% THCA, and the Purple Mountain Majesty was a little higher at 28.9 THCA. And insignificant amounts of CBD. The Purple Mountain Majesty had like 1 or 2% CBGs. Everything else was kind of. And when it showed up, it looked great. It was nice buds, and it looked good, and they were big and chunky. You know what I mean? Dense, sponge. But then, this was also during the. Oh, and they had. It was free shipping, and they sent a promo code, for like 20% off or whatever for the next purchase. So that's what you got back then for it. And I did, and I got it, and I received it, and it was exactly what it looked like on the website. It, to me, it didn't taste, like I thought it should taste. So anyway, I get the stuff, but then I'm also, at that time, I'm also buying other buds and trying them to find out which one I like the best. It's got the best flavor, all the stuff, right? So I kind of, after I made the purchase with them, it arrived fast, all the stuff, you can't complain about it because everything worked out. The thing is, though, is that I bought stuff that to me tasted better than Mochi Gelato and Purple Mountain Majesty. The first thing I discovered was that I don't really like the smell of purple bud. I like the look of purple bud. I don't like the smell of purple bud. And maybe the first hit of purple bud, maybe I like that, but after that I don't. So there was that as well. So I'm finding these other more tasty buds while simultaneously not caring for the taste of the buds that I had got with them. So, I'll be honest, they kind of just sat in their bins for a bit. I went back on the website periodically, not to do anything, but just to see, or maybe to see if I was getting any kind of whatever from Anyway, let's start over again. I got the Moochie Gelato, and I got the Purple Mountain Majesty. I kind of sat on it because I was getting other buds at the time, and they tasted better to me. Or it was bud that I liked the taste of, because I didn't care for the taste of. I mean, there was nothing wrong with this company's Moochie Gelato or Purple Mountain Majesty. I just didn't, I didn't know what to expect from it, and it wasn't what I liked. I found what I liked. I know what I like now, but I didn't know then. Checked on the site periodically, though, just to see what it was like. And like I told you, after I had received my stuff, that's when I wanted to, go on there and, look at the stats again or read reviews again or whatever. But it would always be the site is under maintenance. Or if you wanted to, or it would take you to the store and you would see the list of products, but then when you clicked on one, it would be there, but then in the drop box, everything was, out of stock. So what can you do? Can't make it, and that's every product. So fast forward to June 30th, a week ago. Fast forward all the way to a week ago. I've made purchases. This was like 5 months ago, like I talked about. So I made purchases between then and then, of course. And I've, found some stuff that I like, and I know what to buy now, and all the stuff. And then by this point, it's probably been 5 weeks. Maybe 6 total that I just didn't go to see if the repairs on the site were finally made or if they were back in stock on anything. It's been that long, after checking for so long, and I'm talking like maybe 10 weeks of checking, and you don't get anything, then so anyway, I get an email out of the clear blue sky from them, preparing for this 4th of July holiday, saying that they're back, their site's up, they got some products in, and they want to say welcome back to their customers. Thanks for hanging in there. No real explanation as to what happened or whatever, but just this message, this email that came through. And so I'm like, okay, let's check this out to see what it's like. And now the website has been revamped a little bit. It's a little different now. Like I said, now the only things that they sell are a few different types of gummy bears, a few different types of flour, feminized THCA seeds, and Trader stuff. No, what was I saying? Feminized seeds and clones. Not trader stuff, clones. So I had so they sell clones, feminized seeds, 5 different flowers, 4 different gummy bears, and that nerd rope. Right off the top of my head, those are the things I remember that they sell now. No more concentrates, no vape carts, just that stuff. So it's like, okay, cool. We go in and I look, and one of the flavors is the mochi gelato, and it has a now the site on the 4 different ones there. It has like a bar graph to show you the THC level underneath of the photo of the flower, right? So you got a photo of the flower, you got the name of the flower, you got the photo of the flower, and then you've got a bar underneath that's blackened in. If it's blackened in all the way to the right, then it's high. If it's shaded in just a tiny bit on the left, then it's low. And if it's shaded 50-50, then it's 50-50. And what it's measuring is the THC level, THCA level. And one of the 5 flavors that it has was one of the 12 flavors that it had back then, which is the mochi gelato. And the bar graph says that the mochi gelato is the lowest level THCA flower of the 5 flowers that they have for sale. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this must be a different kind of mochi gelato. But when you physically go into the thing, that to hit the name so that you can make the purchase, right? And tell it what size you want and everything. You do that, and it announces that the 4th of July sale is on now. They've already started their 4th of July sale as a welcome back and thanks for being patient and all this stuff. So I'm there, and they're selling all 5 of the flowers that they have. And the deal, it's the same deal as it was, a few months ago. 2 ounces for $199.95, but it wasn't pick whichever 2 you want. It was one of these 5 strains. You're going to get 2 ounces of one of those 5 strains. You are also going to get 5 individually rolled pre-rolls, rosin and keef covered pre-rolls. You're also going to get some nano water soluble couch syrup, not cough syrup, mind you, couch syrup. It claims to be a 99.9% pure cocktail of Delta 9 THC, THCA, THCO, and Delta 11 or Hydroxy 11, Hydroproxy 11 THC, which I believe is Delta 11 THC. And it's 4 ounces of this couch syrup. And you get all of this. 2 ounces, 5 pre-rolls, and 4 ounces of couch syrup. Before I tell you how much it costs, though, one thing that's different on the site is that they don't offer free shipping anymore. You have to pay for shipping. And the cheapest shipping is US or USPS ground. Not priority, not whatever else. Just ground shipping. Bro, I don't think I can make it much longer. So anyway, the Moochie was the lowest ranked of the 5 on the graph bar of THC. So I go in to see how much lower must it be than the 28 that it was when I got it 4 months ago. And I go in and I look and I see on the CDA that it's still 28%. So I'm like, holy shit. If it's the lowest ranked on the graph bar and it's still 28% like it was back then these other ones must be through the roof, bro. This one of the 5, not jet fuel or Gary Payton, like you may have thought, because both of those strains are universally known to all people, right? Or the Moochie Gelato 41, like I mentioned. So it wasn't any of those 3. The other 2 are the Obama Runts, which is like a mid-level THC. Apparently it's like 31 or 32, according to their CDA. But I ended up getting the very best, highest ranked one that they had in the entire store. The Apples and Bananas is the name of it. It advertises upwards of 40% THCA. It also says it has some CBG, about 2%. Or no, CB. It's hard to tell. I can't really see, but it's got either CBD or CBG in it, like 2%. Maybe close to 40, which is bullshit, because I heard someone say when I first got into this like 6 months ago that if anybody says that it's even 30%, they're lying to you. But I also know that a lot of things changed in a few months in a growing industry. So anyway, this shit comes in at 40%, this Apples and Bananas. And it smells delicious, and it's, or at least it's described as smelling like
those green apples, the sour green apple. That's the kind of apple that it smells like, not the red Washington apple, the red delicious apple, or the Gala apple, Gaia apple. Oh no, this is the sour apple, and it comes through pretty thick and heavy. Underneath of that, if you can get underneath of that thick sour apple, then you can smell a hint of banana. But you got to get under the heaviness of the sour apple, because the banana is just an afterthought to begin with. At least in the smell and the taste, I don't really taste. It doesn't. To me, it doesn't really taste the way it smells. It smells delicious. Tastes good. And I guess in a way it does taste like it smells, but not really. It's dulled. It's not as sweet. To me. So so I got this So I got this deal, right? The 2 ounces of apples and bananas, the 5 pre-rolls that are like rolled around in rosin and keef covered and all that shit, the couch syrup, right? And I had to pay for the shipping. They don't have free shipping anymore. But what they advertised, though, was that on this purchase, on that purchase that I just made, on that purchase, that they would be sending me a link going forward to get free shipping. And that they would continue to send the links regarding any further future deals that they have and whatnot. They still apparently are not going to announce the flash sales. You have to just kind of be present, be available whenever that happens. But I mean, it's a good deal. The thing is, the reason I'm talking about it, though, and bringing it up and mentioning it, was that shit arrived today. It arrived today. The shipping notice and all said that it wasn't going to arrive until Monday. But it had showed up in my town here. I got a notice at like 6:30 a.m. or so saying that my package arrived in my city and that it is out for delivery. It would be arriving today before 9 p.m. Well, the mailman usually comes around noon. And, of course, like clockwork, about 7 or 8 minutes after noon, I got a notice saying that my package was delivered 7 or 8 minutes ago. So I go out there, and sure enough, bro, that shit is vacuum sealed. The packaging is all different now. It's like double vacuum sealed. Couldn't smell a thing. But boy, as soon as I cracked open the first layer of vacuum seal, I was like, what the? That smells kind of, you know, I don't really know exactly what to call it. Cinnamony, appley, whatever, something-y. Yeah, man, I can't even hit anymore. I'm fucking delirious as it is. So anyway, I crack open the vacuum seal, and I kept the pre-rolls in the seal. I kept the couch syrup in the seal. I cracked open the seal on the 2 separately packaged ounces of bud. They're packaged in 2 1-ounce bags. So I cracked one 1-ounce bag open and put it in my mason jar with my. I use a boost pack. What's the, just. I don't have the Bodega or whatever kind that other people use. I have the whatever kind the boost pack is. Let me see. It's the Integra Boost. So I use that one. And first off, it weighed out, because I got my new fancy digital scale now, right? So I dumped it in there, and sure enough, it weighed out exactly the 28 grams that it was supposed to. And let's pop the top on this thing. Oh. It's so sweet inside the jar. It's like custard cream. It's very creamy. Yeah, like sour apple, cream, and then I guess that could be banana behind all that sour apple and cream. That is just heavy cream and sour apple. If this shit were just called creamy sour apple, I'd be like, yep, that's exactly what the fuck it is. But there is something underneath of that too. All right, let me get some more. Man, it smells so good. Apples and bananas. So I kept the other one vacuum sealed, and I got this one that I'm going to use in my mason jar with my Integra Boost pack. And we're going to let that just cure. And it's already cured, and it's hand trimmed. The shit's beautiful. It's they're about, I don't know, probably a quarter, anywhere from a quarter to a 50-cent piece, somewhere in that range are the buds. That's the kind of size that we're looking at. There are some small buds in there. There are some small ones. But for the most part, they're all about a quarter to a 50-cent piece in size. And it's just very aromatic. So anyway, it just smells so good, bro. I had to, after I cracked open the, because both 1-ounce bags were together vacuum packed. So when I broke the seal on the 2 1-ounce bags, that really released the smell to the point where I had to crack open one bag right on. I had to crack one open off the bat, bro. I had to. There was enough there just from cracking open the vacuum seals that I had to fucking try it, bro. And damn, because like I said, the stats are saying this shit is coming in at upwards of 40% THCA. That's just all of the fucking people that I'm talking to, that I heard from, that I know of, they're saying it's fucking bullshit. There is no... And to their credit, they're not saying, this has got... They're not saying that, you know? They're giving a range between 30 and 40. It's ridiculous. And I'm here to say, man, that this shit, I was hitting it, and it creeped the fuck up on, bro, I'm fucking ripped. I don't know if you could tell or not, or whatever, but I just I'm gonna probably end up turning this game off and just, I can't even talk anymore, man. I think I advertised that I would kill Yagluth on this one. I don't know if I can. That's what I mean, bro. I'm barely talking to you. I don't know if I can play. I don't even know if I can. I can barely talk. And tomorrow is when I plan on cracking open the couch syrup, because I want to try that, because I never tried anything like that before. And that shit is water soluble, it says, which means that unlike regular edibles that take, it goes through the liver and processes through the liver, and it creates like a whole other different thing. It's like when you run coffee beans through a filter, you get coffee. It becomes a different thing when you yeah, I'm starting to fade, bro. I can't. Starting to fade. Listen to me. Dude, I am fucking out of it. I don't even know I don't know who I'm trying to kid. I don't know who I'm performing for. I don't know, because I'm fucking wasted, man. This is just a few hits off the fly. I mean, I still got half the fucking bowl left. Here, let me get up for a second and let me take a sip of this drink. Okay, where is that? Man, it smells so good after it's even after it's burned. It just smells so good. Okay. Yeah, that is absolutely effing delicious. And I already told you, bro, the smell is just insane, right? We have to go kill Yagluth. Then I'll call it. Boss 5. We're gonna need some of them. We're gonna need how are we gonna do this? Health. Health. Pop, pop, pop. We're going big. We're rested. We're set up for boss 5. We've got Fenris armor on, which will protect us from the fire. Appears to be daylight. Let's kill shit in the surrounding area here first. We don't want to get fucked up by any gremlins or bees or whatever. I'm hearing shit.
sure as heck don't remember swimming across anything. And it looks like everything's ooh. Visibility is poor, bro. gone. That whole pillar's gone. Where's the big guy? Where did he go? Dude's out in the ocean. Being hunted, thank goodness. Uh-oh. Almost. Anyway, apples and bananas, man, kicked my fucking ass. Smells fucking excellent. So the reason that I gave it that extra go, even though I kind of bought those 2 ounces the last time and I didn't follow through with them all the way because I found other better tasting weed and stuff. Well, this stuff tastes better. So first off, the taste is out of the way. That stuff, even though it didn't taste great to me, the effects were still always there. This is even better than that. So I'm not surprised one bit if it's, high like that. What I ended up doing then with all that extra buds, not extra, but like unused Moochie and Purple Mountain Majesty from back in the day. Here, let's do this. Don't want nothing to sneak up on us. Or actually, we can put shit away. I ended up making can of butter out of it. And I still have some left. Shit is super potent, man. Little bit of do ya, and it goes a far way. And I got so much of this stuff, then I can do that, but I don't want to fucking waste it on that, though. I'd rather get the crappy shit. I'm going to have to call it for no other reason but that I am just so... I just want to ride this thing out, man. Zone out, watch some TV or something. I don't want to talk. I don't want to play video games. I just don't want to do nothing but fucking veg. Yeah, that can of butter ended up turning out fantastic. Very potent. With this batch, I was going to plan on doing that too, but I can't now. It's too good. So, I think I might have to... stretch out the can of butter at least until Labor Day. Because I got enough shit now to last me all the way until, let's see, that's September. October is Halloween. Let's see, 2 ounces. Plus, I still got Gorilla Glue left, about 3 weeks worth of Gorilla Glue left, so... Let's see, 6, 12, 18, 20, 20, I'm going to say about 22 weeks. What does that turn out to be? 4.5 months? No. 5 months? No. 5.5 months. I probably don't have that much time, but I got about 5 months worth probably. 2 ounces. Well, no, we'll have to see. Is this going to last me the rest of the year? I don't know, right? That's what I'm saying, but I don't think it will. We'll see. Anyway, this shit is fucking great. And it's so potent, too, that it might just last that long. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a great one. I certainly appreciate you. I don't know what I'm going to do, bro. I think I'm going to just finish off this shit and watch some TV. Something. Probably just fade out as I'm doing it, too. So it better not be anything good. Something I've already seen before. Something good, but I've already seen it before. Maybe like something funny. I don't know, y'all see Beer Fest? You see, see Tropic Thunder? You see, something like that. Anyway, peace out. Hasta luego. TTFN, everything else. Talk to you later. Bye now. Later.